Masters, 60
Go
laps.
Vance!
Sprints every 10. Thanks for coming out, gentlemen.
I'm waiting for the move, Steve.
Wait for the move, Steve. Results for the Elite Men's Scratch Race have been posted. Mark Anderson in 5th, Zach Kowalczyk in 4th, Garrett Hankins in 3rd, Armando Filo in 2nd. And your winner, Armando Garrett. Racing is on for our Masters Points Race. 60 laps of fun. Thanks again, John Simmons, for being on the lap cards. 60 points of fun, 60 laps of fun. And that's Dean Allagher on the front, leading out. It's going to be a long day of racing for these guys, about 25 minutes or so. And our sprinters will be up next. Round 2, sprinters will be up next. Round 2 for our sprinters will be up next in about 25 minutes. Drink water, stay hydrated, and we will see you back to finish off the night for our sprints.
That's what I thought. Oh, is it?
I did it for the first 3 weeks, and then I skimmed my
Here we go. 54 laps off the front is Trevor Kosa. Trevor Kosa off the front. Mark Altamirano, can we ask again for the Sport Fellow tents to be dropped? I know it's a hassle. I'm so sorry. What's that? Oh, I mean, we can't see anything. It's just, you know, if it's convenient, it'd be awesome, but I'm really sorry to ask it. Here we go. Coming into our first sprint in 3 laps. 53 laps in, off the front now, been racing all day long. This guy's get the Iron Chamois Award without a doubt. He did the sprints in the 3-4 races, and now he's doing the Masters. That is Trevor Cosa. Unbelievable. I think he's done about 378 laps out here today. And he raced yesterday. And he is our only hearing impaired athlete competing today. That's right, that gentleman off the front rides his bike so safely you've never even noticed, and he can't hear a thing I'm saying. Man, is he lucky. That's the man off the front. Put your hands together. You can feel the love. Raise the flag, John. John, flag. He saw it. Yeah, it's good. Trevor Cosa. All you have to use your cheers back. Yeah.
There she is.
And you just wave it. I'm not even waving, just raise it like that. Over the top is Stan Terasaki. Is that Kenny Williams? I can't tell. No, Johnson. Hemingway. Here's our first 3 riders. It's going to be Stan Terasaki taking 5. Johnson second. So it's 1-1-5 second, 2-1-2 third, and 3-3-5 fourth, 3-1-8 fifth. So 2-2-3 was first, and then you had them. Oh, yeah. All right, that's our first. So taking the lead with 5 is Stan Terasaki. Now, when the sprints are on the 10, it's more a battle of fitness and determination, because if you want to attack and make a separation, you really got to commit to it. Because when sprints happen in quick succession, everybody's core temperature rises so fast that the gaps start to open that nobody can close because it's too much sacrifice. But then, when the laps go longer for the in between the points, forces get to recover. Riders get to gather together, and then the counterattacks may happen, but there's more to mark like Hemingway did on Williams. You saw Williams come underneath, keeping the accelerator on. He wants to put these men under pressure. With only 6 sprints, he knows that everyone is critical, and right now he gave up the first because it's Terasaki the Terror. Morgan Stanley's own, the man who has been ripping up the NorCal scene for years. Terasaki has 5. Behind him is Eric Johnson, and we'll confirm the 3, 2, and 1 real quick here. Now coming over the top is Pete Bachman. Vogel's out. Here's the next Northwest. You see these teams in blue. These gentlemen know each other. They may slug each other in the gut every once in a while for fun, but they also race their bikes hard and do like to trade the action. You've seen Johnson off the front. You've seen Williams. You've seen Bachman. And now Terasaki takes a turn at the front with a small gap opening. So it's Terasaki and John Cheatham. John Cheatham, the rider in white and blue. That is the Metroman Polka Dot. He is a longtime juniors mentor here at Hellyer Velodrome. And of course, rider on the road, the dirt, and the track. He does it all if he has wheels. John Cheatham still at the front, stepping through turn 3, going up into the blessed shade. I just went out into that sun for 10 seconds, and I apologize for anybody having to lower their tent and decrease the amount of shade because it is hot biscuits out there. Now it's Sport Velo's own Dan Smith coming through. Sport Velo's 221. He is the teammate of Terasaki, but they race against each other like dogs, like mad rabid dogs. Those men go at each other for the jugular. So 2 men from Morgan Stanley, 3 men from the Northwest. Daryl Hemingway also in there. Andrew Nevitz, another Morgan Stanley rider. John Lucatesi is the man in the Davis blue and orange. Ray Gilday, no stranger to the podium, is 314. Lots of riders rumbling through, and here is your first ignition. Well, someone has a different gear, don't they? Okay, here we go. The lap has been attempted. Steven Pelez taking the race by the horns. That's the man who knows the reputation. Kenny Williams leads the chase. John Cheatham, Sam Terasaki, Andrew Nevitt, Daryl Hemingway. Nevitt pulls up trick, so Hemingway has to close the gap himself. Here we go. Hemingway is the rider in red, and he is the only one towing this pack. Everyone's gasping as Pelez has unleashed 38 miles an hour on the track. Now he looks back. Will he commit for the next 2? Because it's 42 to go. Terasaki now makes a counter surge. Williams gasping and grabbing, trying to get across. Still Hemingway bringing the pack. Lucatesi is the rider behind him, so it's all Hemingway at the front. Pelez surrenders and comes down. Who will counter off that bit of insanity? Because I believe, Mr. Simmons, are we having a bell? Oh, strategic. Nevitt underneath takes the opening gambit on the sprint. Williams covers it well. Williams needs to score, and he knows it. Terasaki is there. Pelez is there. Terasaki yields the wheel to Pelez, knows it's a headwind sprint, so he's going to tit in behind. Now Bachman's closing and may come over the top, so Terasaki's going to have to make the move behind Pelez, and Pelez does make the move. First it's Williams. Williams extends the gap, so Williams is on the board. 5, it looks like, and clear. 5 for Williams. 4, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 6, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 8. So that was Pelez taking 3. Terasaki in the lead now with 7. And then Bachman on the board with 1. So it should be Terasaki with 7, Williams with 5. And then we should have a couple of riders with 3. Pelez should have 3, I believe, and Johnson with 3. And that's all I can do out of the top of my head. All right, ooh la la. Vive la France for Hemingway! Yeah, this is the kind of 25-rider finish we want to see. Hemingway storms on the pedals. He is no stranger to being off the front. He's done it in the Northwest at Alpenrose. He's done it at Marymore. He's done it at LA, and now he is here at Hellyer. Put your hands together for Daryl Hemingway. The pack now, of course, it has to be Williams. He knows that's a heavy burden on his shoulders. That's a rider who has a lot of wins behind his name. Thank you. The sponsors for this race. We will talk about them all night long. Who is the sponsor? Well, there's our sponsor in this race. Jonathan, there's no sponsor of this race, but I'll talk about other sponsors. We'll talk about San Jose Bicycle Club, of course, one of the key volunteer and, of course, financial sponsors of this race. Hellyer, get ready for summer. The Affordable Collector, that's right, Jonathan Machine's on one company. Suffolk Sun Power Racing, Alto Velo, thank you again for all you've done. Of course, Sport Velo, the man out there chasing right now is Sport Velo's Dan Smith. The man knows when he's going to get his name called out. So that's another sponsor we want to thank. And of course, we want to thank Fast Forward Wheels. Fast Forward Wheels, John Davey and Kelvin Phillips. We wish them the best, and they are doing very well. And of course, Jackaroo Custom Apparel. We also want to thank Almaden Cycle and Touring Club, ACTC, and the Bob Tetzlaff Memorial. We also want to thank Don Peterson Memorial Race for the Madison and the Ed Stefani Memorial for the Elite. Missing out. Still off the front is Hemingway, but man, is that gear feeling heavy. He's going to need some help. I know it's a blistering mercury hot temperature out here, folks, but find some shade and find some love. He is hurting 1,000 times over. Put your hands together for Hemingway. Here's the Northwest men, the brigade from up north, led by Bachman down. Dean Alliger, the Sacramento Hardman. Dino Alighieri, Stan Terasaki. Now it's a matter of points. The pack knows. Well, the pack knows nothing now because boom shakalaka, one man bridging across. Is it Johnson or is it Williams? I think it might be Williams. So Hemingway will soon be joined. 33 laps to go. Storming across is Williams Terasaki. The pack now gasping. Stay down. Licatesi, stay down. Licatesi. Over the top goes Johnson. Johnson now knows that this is the big selection. So Johnson's the one man trying to get across. Hemingway is going to have to get a lot of recovery. Jump Hemingway now because here comes Williams and Terasaki. Still no points to be had yet. 32 to go. Eric Johnson killing himself to get across the gap. Now the pack is led by Licatesi. Dean Alliger. Here comes Bickle over the top. You saw Pelez bridge across like it was a whisper. Is he going to do it again? Bickle now on the accelerator out of the pack. He's got Pelez riding that like a cowboy. There goes Captain America, Andrew Nevitt. Got the funky white helmet that I won't say what I really think. Here we go. There's the bell.
Yes, Steve.
The group coming across. Best positioned is Pelez now. William kicks. Williams knows he had distance, so he kicks because it's all math, and he keeps his gap. Nobody can respond. Terasaki now needs at least 3, and he's on the accelerator. In 2 and 1 will be a battle between Nevin and Pickle, so get ready for it. Can Johnson hold him up? All right, our next sprint is Williams now into the lead. No, tied for 10, so 3v5, 223, 115, 108. I don't 115, 108, or 202. 108, 3. I thought 115 then. It's 202. So it's 115 who gets 1 point. So Johnson gets another point. No. All right. Got it. All right, so I believe we have a tie for 10 between Williams and Terasaki. We'll get that unofficial here. Terasaki has 11, so 11 for Terasaki, 10 for Williams. 11 for Terasaki, 10 for Williams.
Come on, Johnny.
The podium beyond that is up for grabs. A lot of riders are in contention for 3 through 5. A lot of riders in contention for 3 through 5, but it's Terasaki and Williams separated by 1 point with just 3 sprints remaining. So again, our top 2 riders are Terasaki with 11, Williams with 10. Terasaki with 11, Williams with 10. 27 laps to go. Daryl. Get on that, Daryl, baby! Lot of recovery needed. So we got Dean Allagher down 1 lap, but in the race. And here is your next player going out. Daniel Smith on the attack. You've seen riders who has got the recovery in them. It is about 1,005 degrees out there. And if you're sweating in the stands, think what it's like in that long sleeve skin suit and aerodynamic skid lid. We're talking about Dan Smith. He is fully covered in aerodynamic. That means not much breeze through the hair. The flowing locks of one man off the front, Daniel Smith. Joining him is Pete Bachman, Kurt Bickle. There's Licatesi leading the pack. Ray Gilday on the wheel. Andrew Nevitt. There's Trevor Carno. Terasaki is being marked by Williams. Williams now has latched himself on Terasaki's wheel. He knows he has to come around him in the next sprint. With only 3 sprints remaining, 23 to go. They don't coalesce. Smith, ooh, crafty move. Smith is going to have to get on that wheel. Oh, but he has taxed it. That's what happens out here in this heat. You go over the red and the explosions are so painful. So it's Bickle now. Bickle has the bit between his teeth. Oh, you know it had to be the man. Trevor Costa. Trevor Costa bridging the gap as well. Here's Bickle. Bickle off the front. Bachman now joined. Bachman joined with 22 laps to go. Here's the pack. Led by Williams. This could be the game changer. Bickle has scored. As has Bachman. Oh, it was more than a... Hey, Andy.
I'm enjoying myself.
Kurt Bickle off the front. When the bell was rang, Bachman is chasing. Trevor Cosa, 1 point out of the field. Look at the attack by Terasaki. He's fighting for every point. You better be careful of the counterattack. So 202. That's Bickle taking 5. Here's the sprint. It is 336, 318, and 223. Now the field will come through. Terasaki has time to recover, so Terasaki now is up by 2 points over Williams. Bickle now moves up to 7, I believe. And Andy Smith, can I get a thumbs up or? Where did Andy go? Thank you, thank you. Thumbs up. It looks like we're going to be just fine with Dan Smith, but man, that is some dehydration. So everybody, that's a signal to us all. Drink, drink, drink. Everybody's drinking. Okay. So we have 2 men off the front now. This indeed is the Crucible. That's Vance McDonald. First time we called him out, but he was in the sprints earlier today. He's now taking a turn at the front. Our 2 men are off the front. Bickle and Terasaki. This may be playing into the hands of Williams, with Terasaki now off the front, spending a little bit of energy. He's looking back now. The heat is definitely playing a toll. Long race. 17 long laps to go. This is a test of grit for our Masters riders. Oh, what a display of determination this has been. Oh yeah, thumbs up all the way around.
Final week is like.
Here's our next man trying to get that lap back. Put your hands together for Dino Gallagher. Dino knows about the Sacto heat. That man trains on the sun.
Yeah.
If you talk about heat, you talk about a man who knows how to put himself to the test. Dino Gallagher came out early, lost a lap. Now it's his chance to gain it back. 15 laps to go, and Gallagher is off the front, committed, full beast. Oh, it's so hot out here, folks. Let's get water in, everybody. Remember, we have free refreshments in the blue coolers. Free cold refreshments in the blue coolers at the front of the Hellyer Velodrome patio. Right here by the announcer's bin. Free cold drinks. Provided by, of course, Jonathan Racine, Beth Hernandez-Jones, and Steve Jones, your main promoters for this event this year. Dino Gallagher still up the front. And he's got half of a lap, folks. Dino has half of a lap. Oh my, can Dean Gallagher get back his lap that he lost? Not when there's a pack accelerating like this. Uh-oh, 14 laps to go, and Williams says no. Gallagher now is going to see a buffet of speed from behind. The Crucible indeed. How come he looks so casual? Dino just looks like he's on a Sunday stroll. Now it's Cheatham, followed by Nevitt. Bachman takes the bit. Terasaki gets the lead. Oh, the temperatures are rising indeed. Gallagher goes up track in the big signal, the classic signal, the white flag. So, here comes the pack. Shaking off the exertion is Dino Gallagher. Ride safe, gentlemen. Stay straight. It's very hot out there. And we want to see all of you smiling on rosy cheeks after this thing. What an effort by our Masters riders. There's still more racing to be had, folks. That's right, we're going straight into our sprint. So, sprinters, this is our final laps. This is our final 11 laps, sprinters. Final 11 laps. Sprinters will be up next. Here comes Licatesi. The freight train, the Sacramento Diesel, has taken the long road indeed, but what a burst of speed. Absolutely impressive. Can he hold it to the line? Here comes Williams Terasaki. It is 323, 335, 223, 202. 323, 335, 223, 202 with a 108 fifth. Johnson will be leading the pack. Johnson leading the pack. Licatesi on the board with 5. So 3 points goes to Williams. 2 points to Terasaki. That means they're now down by 1 with 1 sprint remaining. 1 point separating our 2 men. 1 sprint remaining, and it is Terasaki by 1 point over Williams. I'm sorry, other way? Reverse that. Williams is leading by 1. Williams is leading by 1. All right, confirming. We're going to make sure our riders know it. Correction, riders, correction. Williams is leading by 1. Williams is leading by 1. 14 for Williams, 13 for Terasaki. All right, so it's Kurt Fickle with 6 points is in third. Kurt Fickle is in third with 6 points. 5 points for 3-2-3. John Licatesi is in fourth. So third place is Kurt Fickle with 6. Licatesi with 5. 3 went out. And again, Williams is leading by 1. Mathematically, of course, only 2 men can win. Mathematically, unless there's a lapping of the field, which we can't see happening, but maybe, unless someone takes a lap, it's either whoever finishes first, Terasaki or Williams. Terasaki's down by 1. And so it's down to those two men unless someone takes a lap in the final 6. Correct. 6 laps to go for our sprinters. We will do our Elite Men Gold Ride. Elite Men Gold Ride first, and then our Women's Bronze, and then our Elite Women's Gold. Kurt Fickle with 6 points, trying to solidify that bronze medal. Only Licatesi has a chance at it, or will someone else take a 5-point flyer? Bachman could do it. Gilday could do it. Anybody who scores 5 now could move up into the money. This final sprint will be very important. Not only will it determine who our champion is between Williams or Terasaki, but the podiums as well. So with Williams with 1 point over Terasaki and 4 laps remaining, now we determine the minor placings as well. Bickle is sliding into third if he can stay in pursuit mode. Nevitt now bringing back the rider off the front. Here we go. Bickle, hands on bars, Bickle. Oh, he's covered by it. Bickle off the front, 3 laps to go. Nevitt throwing the sacrificial lamb onto the Barbie. Behind Terasaki is Williams. Then it's Johnson, also in the running for the podium. Then it's Cheatham. Then it's Trevor Kanos. Now we have a separation to the field under the onslaught, so we have now caught Bickle. So Bickle is caught. Our final 2 laps, gentlemen. Final 2 laps. Only La Creme de la Corps have come to the front here. Vance McDonald's the last man gasping. Bickle has given up the ghost. He's trying to stay on terms. Look at Bickle digging to stay with the pack. Now Terasaki has found himself at the front. It's going to be a true sprinter's test. Oh my, Hellyer! Get ready for 335 meters! 335 meters. Johnson has Williams trapped.
This is the last time around. They're going to
Terasaki has the lane.
Yeah.
Terasaki kicks again. Terasaki. Williams. It's two men fighting it out. Two men shoulder to shoulder. Williams 335, 223, 115, 336, 324, 308, 108. Williams takes it over Terasaki. Great job, Lucatesi. Great job, Bachman. That is our final.